friends, and welcome to the session video for April. We will start the month with 236.32 skeins, so let's just say 236. On the needles currently is my Ingrid sweater. It's very nearly finished. I need to finish my first sleeve and then do the second sleeve and then we're done. But this is the last scheme we have, so we'll have to figure out what to do about that this month. I guess I'll just have to, I have to get more yarn, because I'm not going to make it with the yarn I have. We'll deal with that once we get there. I think that's the main project I have on the needles right now. I do still have my camisole number 5 on the needles as well. If I'm being honest, probably won't get to that this month because I don't want to. And I don't want to force myself to work on something that I am not enjoying to work on at the moment. I think that just kind of defeats the whole purpose. Sure, I don't like to have many whips at once, but I also feel like we should be kinder to ourselves. And just, if you don't feel like knitting something, then knitting on something else or crocheting or starting a new project is totally fine. So I finished the first sleeve of my Ingrid. I have probably about 20 grams left, if it's even that, of my yarn. Now what I can do is pick up for the second sleeve and start the second sleeve until this is finished, but I think what I'm going to do is just put it to the side for now until I have more yarn and then cast on for the second sleeve. For now, I am really happy with how this sweater is turning out. Very unfortunate for the sleeve situation, but it is what it is. Can't really do anything about that at the moment, so I'll get more yarn and we'll continue working on this one. Oh, lovely. I've started on a pair of socks because my goal of the year was to at least finish one pair of socks every 2 months. So basically a sock per month, and so far I finished one pair of socks this year. And we're in the 4th month now, so that means I have to finish the second pair. So I started it. This is how far I am right now. Oh, it's so cute! So what I'm gonna be doing, because it's with scrap yarn, so with leftovers that I received from a friend. I'm pretty sure I received this yarn from a friend. It's, I think, Drops Fable. So what I did is I split the yarn that I had in 2. And so now I am going to knit up this sock until I run out of yarn here, and then put in the toe and do an afterthought heel so I can get so I can use all the yarn that I have. I don't know if this is going to be enough for both the ankle and, or like the heel and the toes. So what I might do is do the heel first and then the toes maybe in a different color, because you won't see my toes in my socks anyway when I'm wearing them in my shoes, and you might get a little glimpse of the heel, so I'd rather have the heel in the same color, if that makes sense. So I finished my sock tube. It looks very small. It is definitely going to be a short sock, but I mean, I kind of expected that already. That's why I split the yarn. I'm currently working on my second tube, and then I will be putting in the heel. Usually I don't do a true afterthought heel though, because usually I put in some scrap yarn. But because I didn't know how far I would get with the yarn, I didn't. So I could get the best, like the most out of it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's something new and exciting for me. They're nice though. They're Drops Fable with I think this is Len Yarn Yavel. They're both scraps. I got this at a yarn swap from somebody. as I was told. I was like, how did I get this yarn? I wasn't sure. I was like, I'm sure I was sure that I didn't buy it myself. I just was, so I knew I was gifted it by someone. I just didn't quite remember who it was and how. Alright, so these are my sock tubes. I marked the heel placement. My friend will actually be setting up the other heel for me because I am scared. I've never done it like this. I usually just use scrap yarn, and I don't know, it's scary. So she will be setting it up for me because she's an angel. I have all my sock yarn here to determine what's going to be the heel color. I was thinking using this one because this is also Lane Yarn's Yabble, so it's the same yarn as the pink one, and it has yellow, like the sock yarn is yellow in it already, so I think this is gonna be it. Maybe there's another option. Have a look at. I mean, you could always do white, but that's kind of boring, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah. I'll be using this one because I won't be able to make anything else than heels out of this anyway, so yeah, this is great. Alright, so I finished the first pair of socks for the month. I'm actually really happy with them. I know I said I was going to do the heel first because I knew I wasn't going to have enough yarn, but I didn't. I lied. But I actually think this looks great. Like, look at the little yellow heel. I think it's actually really fun. It's definitely, it's giving Scrappy sock vibes. Because that's what it is. And it's fine. They fit really, really great. I actually did the afterthought heel myself. I was gonna ask my friend to do it for me because I was scared. But I did it myself. It was actually fun. Really not that big of a deal. We'll definitely be doing this in the future. So I finished these. These have like one skein in total in them. They're actually longer than I thought they would be, so that's also fun. Okay, so I don't think I've actually properly talked to you about this project yet. This is the mini mock neck tank by Jessie May Designs, and the yarn I'm using is Twisty Sock by Frogmouse Studios, which is the yarn brand of my friend. So definitely check them out. They're great. Look at this yarn though. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. This is the right side, technically, and this is the wrong side, but I think I might actually prefer this side, so I'm gonna try and make this tank reversible. Okay, so I frogged the increases for my mini mock neck tank, and I'm only on 10 centimeters when I'm supposed to be on like 22, so I'm just like, I don't think this pattern is gonna happen. I think I'm gonna frog this project and make something else with this yarn. I really wanted to go to like the perfect project because it's such pretty yarn, so it's sad, but we'll be fine. I'll survive. I think I will hate myself if I don't do this. So, time to frog. So I'm currently editing this video and I realized I haven't actually told you anything about this project I'm about to show you. So I whipped out my crochet hook for the very first time in a long time because I still owed a friend a birthday present and they really wanted to like summer crochet crop top kind of type of vibe. Alright, so I finished the top for my friend. I'll have to see if it fits right and then I'll add some more details, but this is the basic layout of the top. I think it's really cute. I really like the color as well. I used my own pattern for this. It's called the Cool Shoulder Bralette. It's a free pattern actually on Ravelry, so if you want to make it, you can do that. I did use half double crochets for the cups instead of single crochets, and I did some mesh rows, which is double crochet, chain 2, skip 1 stitch, and then double crochet, and just repeat that until the end of the row. I did not put in eyelets because I'm lazy. I just weaved the back the lace into the already existing double crochet stitches because if it works, it works. Okay. So what I'm thinking, I'm either gonna start my zipper sweater, maybe, or I want to reuse this yarn that I used for a cardigan that didn't quite fit me right because of gauge issues, so I frogged it. But I do want to make another cardigan out of this yarn because it's stunning, it's so nice. It's the Malabrigo chunky yarn, I believe, in the color apple green, and it's a stunning yarn. I just need to find a nice project for it. Alright, so I started on the bulky weight cardigan. I couldn't really find a pattern that I liked, so I am just making it up as I go. So I casted on the cardigan in the Malabrigo yarn. And then I decided I was never going to have enough yarn because it was quite an oversized cardigan. And then I decided I don't want a cardigan because the only cardigan I want I don't have enough yarn for, and I don't want to buy more yarn. I just don't want to. So pulled it back, started something else, decided I didn't really like it either. And I think the first 100 meters of this yarn have been in about 600 projects at this point. And I'm losing my mind. So I'll be putting this yarn on hold for a second. Basically, I've been knitting for the past week for absolutely nothing. Which is fine, it is part of the hobby, so it is what it is. Yesterday was my birthday, and Meerte very kindly gifted me some yarn. Normally I'd be kind of annoyed because I'm trying to de-stash, right? But it's Meerte, and Meerte can do no wrong. Let me show you what I got. So the first skein is this like really bright blue and pink combination, and then I picked the second skein to go with that to create a very nice own design. And then this is the final skein that I am not quite sure what I'm gonna do with yet. first of all, I've been feeling horrendous for the past couple of days, as you can hear. But I'm also just have been focusing on doing some math for the top that I'm working on. So this is gonna be one of my new designs. If it works out, I am skeptical. So this is the top right now. I hope it's gonna work out. I'm not 100% sure it will, but we'll see. So I continued on my top. This pattern is breaking my brain though. It's because I'm writing it myself, right? And I have a vision. I promise I have a vision. I can't seem to make my vision work. I will. Don't worry, I will. I just have to do it in another way than I planned, which is fine. It's just different. So my brain broke. I think. Yeah. I think it should still work. So I'm aware of how freaking crazy this top looks right now, but we're getting somewhere. And it is definitely a trust the process kind of knit. But this is where I'm at right now. It looks really, really stupid, I know, I am aware. And you probably still can't tell what it's supposed to look like, but it's like a crisscross top, so you know, it will only start looking the way it's supposed to look like once you actually have some coverage. Also, it's just on a very small cable, so it's not going to look right anyway. I probably will not have enough yarn, but the bright side of having a friend with a yarn dyeing business is that she can just make more. So that is what we're hoping on. Maybe I somehow magically have enough, but I do not see that being the case, because this is what I have. And I'm like halfway through the repeats. But maybe. I've been surprised before. Alright, so I've been knitting on my design for a little bit. I knew I wasn't gonna have enough yarn. And I was right. I promise this doesn't always happen to me. I don't know what's going on in these like past couple projects, but it's a curse, I guess. I promise you it doesn't always happen to me. I also was thinking on casting on something for Mother's Day. Mother, if you are watching, no you're not. You're clicking off right now. Goodbye. Goodbye. I have this skein, right, that I dyed myself and got for my birthday from Mirta. And my mum's favorite color is purple. And so I was thinking I wanted to use this for a project for her. And I think I'm going to be making a shawl, because I think she will like that. I hope. So yeah, I think that's gonna be my next project, because Mother's Day is in like 2 weeks. So time to cast on. Alright, party people, let's discuss April. April is my birthday month, so I gained 3 skeins. No, I gained 6 because there were 3 100-gram skeins. Actually, most of them are kind of already sort of used up, so let's discuss that. First things first, my Ingrid sweater. I finished the first sleeve with the yarn that I had left. So this is how far I am so far. Need one more sleeve. This is the yarn I have left, but I will start on this sleeve once I have an extra skein, so I can actually finish it. So that the needles that I would have on this project otherwise are free. I am not subtracting any yarn for this project yet because it's not finished. So even though we worked on this month, no skeins out of stash for this one yet. The second project I worked on were my socks. So these are my Scrappy socks. They didn't turn out the way that I expected them to turn out, but I actually really like the way that they're looking. So I thought they would be way shorter because I was working with just little scraps of yarn, but they're actually quite long, right? I've used all of this yarn, and also all of the pink yarn. So basically all the scraps that I had left of the yarns that are in here are used up, which is great. So in total this project took up 56 grams, so about a skein, and I actually really like it. They're cute. This is the top that I made for a friend of mine. Her birthday was at the beginning of the year and I still owed her a birthday present because I wanted to make something for her, but I wasn't quite sure what, and so I just ended up asking her if she had anything in mind, and she did. And so she showed me some pictures and this is what we ended up with. I love this top, it's great, it suits her really well. The only thing I have to do is weave in some ends. I'm gonna weave in the ends and then actually give it to her. It's a bit covered in cat hair, but I'm sure she won't mind. So this is my second finished project and the last for this month as well. And this one used up 102 grams. So 2 skeins in total, which means that in total this month we used up 3 skeins. And as I said, I added 6, so 3 skeins more than we had last month. So we started this month with 236 skeins and we ended with 239, which I think is fine because, once again, it was my birthday. I'm not too fussed about it. Also because, technically speaking, this is a really hard project to show you, but this is a design I'm working on with 2 of the yarns that I received for my birthday. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see what I'm intending it to be until it's actually finished. Anyway, this is the project. I actually ran out of this blue yarn, so I'm gonna have to ask Nirta for some more. So basically this entire skein is out of stash as well, but I can't count that yet, so that's also why I'm not too fussed about it. I have a lot of projects that are nearly finished. I frogged a lot this month. I had a period where I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And so all in all, I think we did pretty good this month with that in mind. This one is not finished yet, so no yarn out of stash, but I do think I'll probably be able to finish this next month, which is exciting. And then I'll also be looking for testers, so if you want to test, make sure to follow me on Instagram because that's where I usually look for testers. If I remember, I will put on an announcement on YouTube as well, but no promises. Alright, and then the last project that I started on this month is a project for my mother. So my mom's favorite
color is purple. And so when I got this skein for my birthday, I was like, okay, that's perfect, right? So this is just a very, very basic shawl that I'm working on. I think it's a free pattern on Ravelry. I think it's called the Simple Shawlette or something like that. I'll link it in the description as always. But yeah, that's this one. And definitely will be finishing this next month because my parents will come back to the Netherlands at the end of the month, and so present needs to be finished by then. So that's this one. So yeah, that is April. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to give it a like. I don't know what's happening with my bangs, I'm sorry. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you want. If you want to see more of me, then make sure to follow me on Instagram and on Ravelry. TikTok, maybe, perhaps. And yeah, I'll see you guys next month.